Hello and welcome. It's highlights of day 2 of the second test match, with Sri Lanka looking to build on the advantage they had with just 1 wicket lost. Well, the pitch again looked very flat and brown, but of course it's expected to play some part as the game progresses. And the Sri Lankans at the start of the day were at 291 for 1, very impressive. Thirimana and Oshada Fernando together. And Sri Lanka will be hoping to try and build on this advantage they had at the end of day 1. Just a wicket for Shariful, but the rest of the Bangladesh bowlers not very impressive on day 1. So that's the story at the beginning of day 2. It's time to join our action. It is Russell Arnold and Amir Sohail.
Sun breaking through. It was a little gloomy earlier today. Lankan batsman. 1 on 131. That's Lairu Thirimana. Oshada Fernando also cashing in. He's on 40. You look up at the scoreboard. It hurts for Bangladesh. Not for Sri Lanka though.
Taskeen. Watchful.
Boundary slightly wider. He's bowled into Thirimana's arc. Bit of width. Ball goes. First real mistake from Taskeen Ahmed brings up the 300 for Sri Lanka.
Shot, beautiful, beautiful. That's half century for the Fernando. Took 132 deliveries, but worth the wait, youngster.
Now they're asking, they are very confident. He's gone, caught down the leg side. Lairu Thirimana knew straight away.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Taskeen, he's been trying and trying and trying. Finally, he bowls a line that he normally wouldn't have. Thirimana, again, you can see his leg stump. He's gone across, he's cramped, unable to access it easily. But all smiles for Taskeen. Thirimana 140, Sri Lanka are 313 for 2.
1100s and 36 50s. Very good average in the mid 40s. Runs off the mark. Will run away to the boundary, so that will make Matthews feel good.
And an edge. What a dive that is. What a take that is. Oh, the smiles break out. This has been a fabulous time with the ball for Taskeen Ahmed. What a superlative catch that is by Litton.
Absolutely, stunning catch by Litton Das. And someone deserves a wicket. Definitely, that's Taskeen Ahmed for you. Angelo Matthews outside the off stump, fishing it. And Taskeen Ahmed picking up his second wicket in the morning.
There you go. He's gone for 5. It's 319 for 3. New batsman in, Dhananjay De Silva. Well, he had a good outing in the first test match. And I think he's got him. He's taken that catch, I think initially deflecting off the keeper. And he's very quickly onto that. Oh, what a breakthrough. They are fighting back.
Absolutely, big wicket. The last game century and Dhananjay De Silva. There you go. Off the glove, off Litton Duff's gloves, and that's good anticipation. Second grab. Yep, that's brilliant. Good stuff, Bangladesh this morning. Very, very impressive.
Najmal Hasan Shanto aware of that deflection and getting the catch to send back Dhananjay De Silva for 2. 328 for 4.
Pathum Nissanka into his 4th game. Debutant Centurion, youngster, very promising.
Oh, catches the call. No one's going to catch that. Fortunate, didn't really quite control that shot. Got himself 4 runs for it.
Yeah, good bouncer. Right on the money. Lucky there, Sundar Fernando.
Puts it in, he plays it out safely, and that is it. It's going to be lunch on the second day of the second test match. The Walton series, Bangladesh have done exceedingly well.
Summary for the day: 26 overs, 43 runs, 3 wickets. That's what we're talking about, building up that pressure and eventually picking up those 3 important wickets.
Definitely a very good session for Bangladesh with just 43 runs for 3 wickets. Sri Lanka's return in 26 overs. That's how well the Bangladesh bowlers bowled. 2 wickets to Tuskin, and there's a lot of encouragement to the spinners with Taijul getting a wicket. Shariful hasn't added to his wicket tally, but Tuskin proving to be absolutely impressive with 2 for 86. That's the story at lunch. It's time for a break, and when you come back, I'm sure it's going to be a very absorbing middle session.
43 runs in 26 overs. That's all that Sri Lanka managed, pushing on from 291 for 1.
Yeah, that's indicative of the fact how well these Bangladeshi bowlers have bowled this morning.
Shariful Islam starting proceedings after lunch. Well, that breaks the sequence of dots. Gets off the mark with a boundary. Pathum Nissanka, 341 for 4. In the air. Through Taijul.
This is useful. Short and wide. It's a welcome boundary, 362 for 4.
Oh, nice. On his toes. So good to watch. Runs across. Oh, more to Pathum Nissanka.
Well, that is a very nicely timed shot. Look at him backing away using the depth of the crease right on top of it, riding it ever so nicely, using Tuskin's pace basically. It's just a mere punch. Oh, it's bought him! Got him! That is it. That is Tuskin Ahmed for you. Fiery spell continues, and it gets amongst the wickets again.
Pathum Nissanka cannot believe it. Mention the effort, mention him running in, mention the areas that he's been bowling. That's that length where a batsman's not sure whether to push onto the front foot or the back foot. It jags back in ever so slightly. It's a big wicket. Enjoy that one. Brilliant Tuskin. Pathum Nissanka 30, Sri Lanka 382 for 5.
Niroshan Dekawala, keeper coming for his 45th match.
Oh yes, they got him. That's anticipation. Great work from the wicket-keeper.
Made it look very easy, appreciated by everyone. We mentioned back-to-back wickets. He's done all the hard work. He tried to sweep one here, Osho de Fernando. And look what happens. It's just got a bit of bat and dragged it, and the keeper says it's mine and takes it quite easily, much to the delight of Mehdi Hassan Miraj. Another one gone for Sri Lanka. Important wicket of Osho de Fernando for 81. It's 382 for 6. Ramesh Mendes into his second match only.
Dikwala sweeps and sweeps well.
And gets himself 4 runs. That leaves some of the nerves.
Slower delivery. Gonna need time to try and pick up 20 wickets.
Not very comfortable with that one. Tucks it away, just played in front of the pads. Closed the face, used the pace of the ball, and it's racing away to the boundary. 4 runs brings up the 400 for Sri Lanka. At the end of that over, they move on to 403 for 6.
From a horror situation, they're making a comeback, but Dickwalla has been busy.
This time behind square leg. The timing is good and good work in the deep. Very good work in the deep. Couple of runs only.
Oh, what a shot that was. Excitable stuff from Dickwalla.
Look how far he's down the track, getting to the pitch of the ball. That's good intent. And steered down to third man, short and wide. Dickwalla using the pace, running it down to third man, gets a boundary. Looking for some turn from around the leg stump. It's 425 for 6. And yes, it's T. So 30 overs bowled in the session, 91 runs and 2 wickets. That's the return. And Sri Lanka still batting with Ramesh Mendis on 12 and Dickwalla on 31.
A better session for Sri Lanka on this one. Didn't lose many wickets. Scoring rate was good.
So at T, 425 for 6. A much better session for the batsman, 91 runs and just 2 wickets. But Bangladesh bowlers kept plugging with 3 wickets to Tuskin and a wicket each for Mehdi, Shariful and Taijul. So that's a story at T. Sri Lanka 425 for 6. One more session to go on day 2. It's time for a break. And when you come back, it's interesting to see how Sri Lanka would approach their task.
It's going to be an interesting phase of play here for the next couple of hours. 29 balls is faced with 31 runs. Usual quick fire running and strike rate from him and Ramesh Mendis. Just 12 not out, but he's been sensible in his approach and has tried to build up that partnership. It's going to be Shariful Islam.
Tell you what, Dickwalla, if he does a bit of Dickwalla things, as Russell mentions, we are in for some treatment. Beautiful shot by setting that gap at square leg. That's a boundary. Good shot by Niroshan Dickwalla. Welcome boundary for Sri Lanka.
He has done very well. He does execute that shot so very well, does Niroshan Dickwalla. See how he sweeps, gets the bat down, the angle down and away from the fielder. Lovely placement.
Shot, beautiful shot, late cut. Shariful Islam pitching it short. And Dickwalla finding that gap between gully and cover point for a boundary.
Oh, he made it look very easy. Just anticipated that short pitch delivery outside. You can see just a movement back, waited on it and angled the bat. Used whatever pace Shariful was offering. And it was a compact looking shot and a good looking shot to the boundary.
What has he done? He just waited for the ball and then played the ramp. Punched off the back foot. They want 2, they're running 2. This is very good running. Excellent running by Niroshan Dickwalla. In fact, might get an extra run. No, there was confusion. Ramesh Mendis had gone past the non-striker's end, so wasn't ready to come back. But 50 to Niroshan Dickwalla.
I came at the right time. Edged or dropped or did it fall short? Shanto is the fieldsman in the second slip.
Yes, it did. It did. In and out, straightforward.
You're not going to get easier than that.
Goes over the top. pitched up in his zone, in his half. We've spoken about his ability to bat, and that is a demonstration, or that's evidence of what he could do.
Yeah, after getting dropped, he told himself, it's my day. Let's enjoy it. And decided to take the aerial route, straight as you like, and picks up 4 runs.
That's gone fine over the keeper's head. These are useful runs for Sri Lanka.
Oh, he's putting his shoulder into that delivery, troubling the batsman, ducking underneath that one eventually. Give him credit for trying, even at the fag end of the day. 469 for 6.
So that effort probably has got the result Bangladesh wanted. With that bouncer, the umpires came together to take that reading again, and they have signaled to the players that they'll be off. Bangladesh wouldn't mind that. Rightly so at this stage. In the park for 156 overs, bowlers tiring, Sri Lanka piling on the runs.
So that's the story at stumps. 469 for 6, just 9.5 overs. Allowed with 44 runs. Dikwella 64 not out, and Mendis 22 not out, showing their intentions with a partnership of 87 of 117 balls. The bowling for Bangladesh, Tuskin very unlucky. 2 catches missed off him, but still very impressive. 3 for 119, a wicket for Mehdi, Shariful and Taijul. So that's the story at stumps. Day 2 with bad light intervening, with the play not possible after 9.5 overs in the 3rd session. So until we see you again, it is goodbye from the Pallekele International Stadium.